This is North Texas Weather Center with your latest 3-minute forecast and everything that you need to know about the severe weather potential for tonight. Temperatures out there this morning, we are mild out there. A lot of us right now in the upper 50s, closer to 60 in both Sherman and Wichita Falls. Temperatures by lunchtime will warm up closer to the low 70s, and many of us by this afternoon, closer to around 4 o'clock, will get into the upper 70s, and maybe even closer to 80 in Dallas. So it should be a pretty nice day out there. Make sure to go outdoors during the lunchtime hour, because there will be a potential for some storms tonight if you haven't already heard already, because we have an enhanced risk for some severe storms tonight. You can see all of DFW is included in now an enhanced risk for severe weather that includes the potential for damaging winds up to 80 miles per hour out of a couple of storms. Also, a potential for a large hail the size of maybe golf balls, and then also a couple of tornadoes will be possible out of these storms that roll into our region tonight. So that's all to keep in mind. Also, other areas that are included in severe weather potential does include Wichita Falls, Graham, and Eastland. They're all in slight risks of severe weather, and anyone right along the Red River Valley. So just keep that in mind. Everybody in North Texas is under a potential for severe weather tonight, so make sure that you are ready for any severe weather that does come your way. We have an article on our website, ntxweathercenter.com. It gives you a whole guide on everything you need to know about severe weather and how to prepare for it. Well, let's take a look at the dew points. It will be fairly humid today. Obviously, right now it's only in the mid-50s for dew points, so it's not nearly as humid as it will be this afternoon. You can see by about 7 o'clock, dew points will get close to 70 degrees in Dallas. We've not seen this in almost half a year, so it's been a long time since we've seen dew points this high. So obviously something to keep in mind. It will be very humid out there. At the peak, it'll likely reach about 70 degrees for the dew point DFW. By tomorrow, dew points will still be in the 50s before cold front eventually moves through on Wednesday. We're not even going to see this cold front, by the way, until Wednesday, so we're not going to see much of a cool down going to tomorrow. More on that in a moment, though. Take a look at the future radar. So we have a couple of isolated showers, maybe a downpour back off to our northeast this morning. Eventually, by about this afternoon, right around 3 o'clock, maybe a couple of isolated showers closer to DFW. Start to watch out, though, near Wichita Falls and Childress. This is where we're going to start to watch that potential for maybe some isolated large hail and damaging wind gusts out of a couple of storms. That'll be primarily between about the hours of 2 o'clock to maybe about 5 o'clock this afternoon. Eventually, by about 6, you can see more of a line starts to develop here near Wichita Falls and just north of Abilene. This will all start to kind of move its way toward DFW tonight, so obviously something to watch. About 7, 8 o'clock, storms start to reach DFW. The strongest and most severe storms will likely be back off to our northwest, but you can see maybe even a couple of storms forming out in front of the main area of storms near Wichita Falls, and as well as areas like Bowie and Graham, so something to keep in mind there. Closer to about 9 o'clock, most of the storm activity enters DFW. Look at this plume of rain up here. That is going to be very beneficial as we are in a drought. We'll have to watch that pretty closely for maybe some heavy rain, and localized flooding can't be ruled out with all that rain that could be coming with this. Eventually, by 10 o'clock, the line of storms enters DFW, so it looks like primarily the heaviest of rain will be along and north of the Red River Valley. Most of the severe weather will start to enter by DFW right around 8 to 10 o'clock, so watch out for that. 11 o'clock, the storms move through southeastern DFW into Dallas, and eventually Claiborne will start to clear out right around 1 in the morning. All of DFW should dry out by about 2 in the morning, but after that, we should be pretty dry for at least most of this upcoming week, so not a whole lot of rain chances in my 7-day forecast. Exception is today. Take a look at the temperatures tomorrow morning. We'll be in the 60s. It's still going to be warm out there. The only area that's going to be cold is Childress. It's only going to be 41 there. Eventually, by the afternoon hours, you can see all of us. Look at the difference. I mean, Childress is even going to be 90 degrees. Even though they're waking up to 41 degrees tomorrow, they'll be 90 degrees by tomorrow afternoon. Here in DFW, only in the 80s, but it should be a fairly nice day. Pretty much sunny skies all around. By Wednesday morning, that cold front comes through. We will be waking up to much cooler conditions, only in the 40s and low 50s. So just keep that in mind. Let's take a look at your latest North Texas Weather Center 7-day forecast, and you can see over the next several days, again, Tuesday, warmest day of the week. Eventually, by Wednesday, cold front comes through. Highs in the low 70s. Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, planning to be only in the 60s, and eventually by next Sunday, we're back to 80 degrees. This forecast is brought to you by Platinum Contracting, Birdie's Pro Turf, and all dense repair.